Hey everyone, Dancentral here, and this is my first ever package video. I said in my last video that I'd be getting one. I'm going to start purchasing a few more things as well online so that I can do a few more. I haven't been because I've been so busy, and it's not easy being a student, having to worry about money and stuff. But if I see a few things online at a good price, I'll get them and then I'll share them with you. So what I will do is as well, I was going to do a separate package video and a pickups video, but I thought I'd just put them in one video because it's only the one package. So without further ado, here is my package. I've taken all the addresses off and everything, so it's all good. It's all good to go. Basically, I ordered two of this item, not exactly the same thing, but two kind of versions in the series, and only one's come through. So another package will therefore be coming through, hopefully either tomorrow or the next day. So what I have to do is I have to do another package video in a few days' time and show you the next one, because I thought they'd both be in here. There's only the one in here, and I've ordered something else. So I'll do this package, and then we'll open another one in a few days' time, and I'll share that with you as well. So let's just open this up. Don't know how will you guys feel when you open packages on the camera. It's quite a good feeling. You're like, oh, what is it? Because I'm not sure exactly which one this is out of the two. So let's have a look. Right. Oh, brilliant. Okay. Now this is basically a film that I've never watched. It's in a series of films that I've never really been that interested in, but because I've got to use it for my dissertation, I purchased it so that I can watch the film and I can analyse the music score. So I have got, guys, Star Trek First Contact. This is actually Star Trek 8. So yeah, I've never seen any of the Star Trek films or even any of the Star Trek TV series, but because one of the film composers that I'm analysing scored this film and scored the next film as well, Star Trek 9 Insurrection, I'm using them as examples in my dissertation to comment on and sort of dip into music-wise. So I'm going to sit down later, watch this, and try and transcribe a few things out, and yeah, just talk about how the music kind of affects what happens on screen. So yeah, and one of the special features is where they do a whole feature thing on the composer, Jerry Goldsmith, so that's really going to come in handy. But yeah, Star Trek First Contact, I'm going to be getting Star Trek Insurrection in a few days, so I know you guys know what it is now, but I'll open it on camera anyway, just so you guys can see it. But yeah, basically I tried to get this in HMV in London, and I tried two different HMVs. There's one in Islington and then there's one in Oxford Circus, and it just did my head in because every time I looked at the Star Trek section, they didn't have them separately like this. You had to buy them in like a 5-disc set, which was like 50 quid. They didn't just have this on its own that you could purchase separately. You had to buy it as part of a stupid, Star Trek 1 to 8 or something, and I didn't need the first like 7, so I had to get it off Play.com in the end, and I paid £7.99 for this, free delivery, because Play.com is free delivery and everything, so really chuffed. It's quite a good price actually. But yeah, so there's Star Trek First Contact. Now I'm just going to share with you guys some pickups as well. Basically, what day are we today? Right, okay. Last week I was in London, and it's not just Star Trek that I'm going to analyse for my dissertation for university. I've got to do like quite a few other films as well to show like contrast. So I'm just going to share with you guys some pickups that I purchased so that I can comment on other films as well. So the first one, first I'll show you the pickups I did that's related to my dissertation, and then I'll show you ones that I've purchased just because I like the look of them, kind of thing, and they look like they'd be a good watch. So the first one is Hook. Really awesome film, this one, sort of a fantasy adventure film. This is for the composer John Williams because he scored it, so I'm using that to analyse. Then the next one I'm using for John Williams is the Jurassic Park films. He only scored the first two, but I couldn't get the second one on its own. I had to get it as part of a 4-disc set, which I don't mind getting actually because it was pretty good price and it looks really nice. It's like a tin edition. So if I open it up, it's got the first 3 films, and then the fourth disc is just basically a special features disc going beyond Jurassic Park, which is that one there. And it takes you into like the music and the special effects and how they did it and everything, how they created the dinosaurs to make them look so realistic and stuff. So that's really good. That's really going to help. And then the last one I'm doing for John Williams is the Home Alone films. Now it doesn't really matter too much if I just do the first one or if I do both of them, but I've got Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2 Lost in New York, so he scored both of them, so it's up to me really what ones I want to do. And then another composer I'm doing, Jerry Goldsmith, I've purchased to use some examples for his films, the absolutely legendary films The Gremlins. He scored both of them, but the time span that I'm doing my dissertation on is just in the 90s, which is when the classical Hollywood film score was revived. I don't know if many of you will really know much about that, but anyway. So basically, The Gremlins was done in the 80s, whereas The Gremlins 2 was done in 1990s, so just into the 90s, so I'm just going to concentrate on the second one, just so that I'm in the right time era. So that's all good. Okay, and the next film I'm going to be doing for Joe Goldsmith is The Mummy. I've got to watch this. I've never really sat down and watched the Mummy films properly before. He only scored the first one, so I'm just going to concentrate on that. And then the last one I was gonna concentrate for him was the Star Trek film. So I'm doing Star Trek First Contact and Star Trek Insurrection. And then another film composer I'm not going to concentrate on too much. I'm just going to kind of dip into is James Horner. And the ones I'm going to look at for his Jumanji, which is a really, really good fantasy film. And then Bicentennial Man is the next one, which I've done before in a video response to my good friend Aaron at 85. Beautiful film score to that film. So it's going to be that one. And then the last one, which everyone will know about, which he's also scored, is Titanic. So yeah. So they're my pickups related to my dissertation. They're just basically 3 films on 3 composers, really. It's taken me a while to get through them all, but hopefully I'll get there. So that's all good. And then just a few more I did just because I like the look of them and I've never really watched them before and just thought, I'll pick them up anyway. So I did go on a bit of a spending spree, but oh well. Alien. It looked really good. I've never ever really watched the Alien films, but rather than get like all 3 of them, I thought I would just get the first one and see if I liked it first, and then maybe consider getting the others afterwards. But Alien just looked really good, so I'm looking forward to watching that. Then the next one I got, now some of you might be shocked to hear that I've never actually ever watched these films because they're classics and most people have seen them, so my friends were quite shocked when I said I'd never seen them. So to kind of stop all that happening and stop people saying, oh, why haven't you seen them yet? Come on. I just thought, I'll go and get them. So I bought Ghostbusters 1 and 2 as a kind of a 2-disc set, just so that I can watch them and say I've watched them. And also I probably will enjoy them because I like that kind of film anyway. But I just never sat down and watched it. So, but I've got no excuse now. I can sit down and go through them and then say to people I've seen them. So, and then the next pickup I got was the whole pentology of The Omen. So basically it's the first 4 Omen films, and then there's the remake that was done in 2006. So you've got Omen 1, Omen 2, which is Damien, Omen 2, Omen 3, The Final Conflict, Omen 4, The Awakening, and the remake of The Omen from 2006. So that should be really good. I've seen the remake, but I haven't seen any of the original 4 sort of all the way through, so it'd be good to sit down and watch them. And then this is just a film that I was just sort of in Sainsbury's with my parents, and we sort of picked it up because it looked like a good family film. Because me and my family like to watch films a lot. The Water Horse, The Legend of the Deep. It looks quite good actually on the back. I just thought it'd be a nice sort of adventure film. We just thought we'd never really seen any trailers or anything for it, but we just thought we'd just give it a go and see what it was like. So yeah, and then the last thing I picked up last week. I don't know how many of you guys out there are fans of the E4 show Glee, but it's an absolutely amazing show, and they haven't released the first season on DVD yet because it's obviously still running at the moment. But they have released a DVD of the pilot episode with a few special features like going behind the scenes, and showing you some of the dances and everything, and some of the auditions and stuff. So I really enjoyed that, and it's a really good feel good show. Really enjoying it, and there's not much more you can say about it. If you haven't seen it before, it's on E4 every Monday night at 9 o'clock. So if you fancy checking it out, have a look at it and see what you think. But it's a really good show, and it's nice to have something like that on the TV at the moment, considering Britannia High kind of didn't really do very well. So it's nice to have something else like that that's on at the moment. And that's it, guys. So yeah, it's really good to do a package video. And yeah, I know I've got lots of pickups, but I just thought I'd do them all in the one video because it's only the one package. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. As I said, I've got lots of films to get through anyway, so there we go. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll put up another video very soon.